The courtroom was electric, packed to its very limits. Every eye, every camera, every whispered breath focused on the Brown family. Towering stacks of documents sat like silent witnesses to years of secrets that were about to explode into the open. The judge leaned forward, gavels poised. A hush swept through the gallery, broken only by the faint scuff of shoes across marble floors. The question lingered like smoke in the air. Who has been lying? Who will crumble under oath? This was not just a family trial. It was a battle for truth, for survival, for the very legacy of the sister wives. The fluorescent lights buzzed above, sterile and indifferent, while tension pulsed beneath the surface like a heartbeat too strong to ignore. The bailiff swung the courtroom doors open, and one by one the family entered. Christine moved first, her chin lifted high, a mask of calm defiance hiding the storm within. Every step deliberate, purposeful, as if she had rehearsed this moment in her mind for years. Janelle followed, jaw tight, shoulders stiff with restrained anger. She did not look at Christine, yet their silent history echoed between them with every measured step. Meri lingered at the doorway, her nerves painting her face in shades of doubt and unease. A woman carrying ghosts, moving forward despite the fear that threatened to freeze her in place. Then came Robyn and Kody. Robyn's grip on Kody's arm was almost desperate, a mix of panic and elegance masking the fear behind her wide eyes. Kody strode in with the confidence of a king, cufflinks straightened, posture perfect, but the sweat on his brow betrayed the cracks beneath the performance. Cameras flashed, pencils scratched, murmurs hummed like static through the room. And then the judge entered, his robe swallowing the light, face inscrutable. Court was in session. The gavel slammed. This was more than family drama. It was betrayal carved into the very foundation of a household. Mismanaged assets, broken trust, emotional manipulation, and a contested will. Documents that could topple years of carefully constructed facades. The word will hit like a thunderclap. A reminder that someone had died and their secrets had been left behind, unspoken until now. Christine's eyes met the camera for the first time. They were not angry. They were hurt, cut deep by betrayal. The judge began the formal explanation of the case. Words that sounded legal, cold, precise, but each carried the weight of a punch to the gut. Over $800,000 had vanished from a joint account in the last 4 years. Payments traced through holidays, vacations, family gatherings, transactions conducted without full consent. The anonymous email allegation was read aloud. One wife had transferred funds from the family account into a personal LLC without notifying the others. Robyn's eyes widened. Kody shifted uncomfortably in his seat. The financial advisor took the stand, opening a folder of dates, transactions, and patterns. Names repeated: Kody, Robyn, Christine, Janelle. Meri appeared only once. The judge's eyebrow raised. "Are you certain these transfers were unauthorized?" "Yes, Your Honor," the advisor confirmed. This was only discovered after a freeze request. A freeze request. Someone had known. Christine's attorney rose. "Your Honor, my client wishes to speak." Robyn gasped. Kody whispered frantically, "Too late." Christine rose, blouse fiddled, hands steady despite the tremor beneath. "I never wanted to do this in public," she began, calm but edged with tension. "For years I asked about the money. I was told not to worry. I trusted that everything was taken care of. Until I saw the receipts. Until I saw the truth." Kody jeered too loudly. The judge silenced him with a stare. Christine reached into her purse, passing a crumpled sheet to her attorney. "Transfers over $100,000 were made when we were told there was no budget. Christmas presents, home repairs, everything we needed. Ignored. And yet a new luxury vehicle appeared." Every head turned to Robyn. She paled. She tried to speak, but Christine continued. "This isn't about money, it's about trust. We were told to believe in unity, but this was control. Manipulation through silence. Even when I left, I requested audits, letters, answers, all ignored. But now the truth is here." The courtroom absorbed her words. Kody clenched his jaw, Robyn's hands trembled, and for a moment, numbers and ledgers gave way to the weight of broken trust. Christine moved forward, each word deliberate, each accusation precise. Unity was an illusion. Control was the reality. Lying was the tool. She laid out the family ledger. Screenshots, transactions, proof spanning years. She met Robyn's eyes. Cold, unwavering. The room fell silent. Not from shock, but from realization. This was not accusation. This was proof. The judge nodded. Christine returned to her seat. Murmurs spread like wildfire. The gavel came down. Court stands adjourned for today. Tomorrow, testimony from Janelle Brown. Outside, reporters rushed to capture the headlines. Inside, the family sat in icy silence. The women, poised yet broken. Kody, tight-jawed, watching control slip through his fingers. And somewhere, buried beneath the paper and ledgers, the truth waited. Waiting for confession. Waiting for reckoning. Because in this courtroom, the real story was only just beginning. The judge's eyes scan the yellowed page in his hands. His brow furrows. Robyn's face drains of color, her lips trembling as though the ground beneath her is cracking open. Kody clutches the edge of the table, his knuckles white. And there, hidden in legal language and old paper, lies the twist no one expected. This is not just betrayal. This is a breach with consequences that could outlive them all. Christine's attorney steps forward, his voice cutting through the hush. We ask this court to freeze Raw and C holdings immediately until this matter is resolved. The judge leans back, his face unreadable. I'll consider this evidence during recess. For now, proceed with your testimony. Christine's voice shifts, lowering into something almost mournful. I never believed we would come to this, she says. I believed we were building something sacred. But sacred things don't have secrets. And this family, she turns to Kody, eyes blazing. This family became a secret-keeping machine. You used our faith like a bargaining chip. You used our trust like currency. And when it was spent, you told us we were the ones bankrupt. Kody shoots to his feet. I won't hear this. The judge slams the gavel, the sound like a gunshot. Sit down, Mr. Brown, or I'll hold you in contempt. Kody drops back into his chair, face flushed, eyes like knives. Robyn openly weeps, mascara streaking her cheeks. Christine steadies herself, voice cracking but fierce. I'm not here to destroy what we built. I'm here to preserve what's left. For my children. For the truth. And maybe for the version of me who stayed silent too long. She descends from the stand, shoulders trembling but head high. The judge glances at his papers. We will now call Janelle Brown to testify. Christine passes Janelle on her way back to her seat. Their eyes meet. And for the first time in months, Janelle nods at her. Not with judgment, but with solidarity. Janelle rises slowly, scanning the courtroom as though reading the emotional wreckage left behind. Her steps are measured, deliberate, like a woman walking into a storm. She approaches the stand, takes the oath with no hesitation, no tremor in her hand. But the instant she sits down, the air changes. Not colder in temperature, but heavier, thicker, as though the room itself senses the weight of what's about to come. And then, the back door creaks open. A courier enters, carrying a sealed envelope stamped, "For judges' eyes only." The bailiff takes it, hands it to the bench. The judge opens it, scowls, then slips it between his notes. Another gavel strike. We will continue with Mrs. Janelle Brown's testimony after a brief recess. Whispers ripple through the room. What was in the envelope? Who sent it? Why now? But the keenest observers know the real story isn't in the papers. It's in Janelle's face. Something in her has shifted. And the courtroom hasn't even seen the worst yet. She stands again when called, slow and steady, her steps like a drumbeat. She doesn't look at Kody. She doesn't look at Robyn. She doesn't pause. She lifts her right hand, takes the oath. Her voice when she begins is soft, but edged, like a knife sliding across glass. I wasn't going to testify, she says. Not because I had nothing to say, but because I didn't think anyone would believe me. For years, I didn't even believe myself. I thought I was imagining it. Until the patterns became too clear to ignore. The room leans in. It started with the bank statements. Each month, I balanced our household account. I was the one who tracked our groceries, utilities, the mortgage. I knew those numbers as I knew my children's names. And then, one month, $5,200 gone. Just gone. Kody said it was a processing mistake. Next month, another $3,800. Then $11,000. She looks at the judge. So I called the bank myself. She produces a frayed folder, thick with papers. The room holds its breath. The bank told me the transfers were internal, authorized by someone with full access to the account. There were only two people with that access. Kody and Robyn. Robyn seems to shrink in her chair. Kody's jaw tightens. I asked them about it, Janelle says. They blew me off. Told me I was paranoid. I believed them. Until my kids' tuition checks started bouncing. My children denied admission. While Robyn's children got new tablets, new tutors, new everything. Her voice wavers now, but only for a moment. That's when I knew. She pulls another paper from the folder. I emailed the estate's attorney. Asked if there were accounts I didn't know about. He replied by mistake. Attached a financial analysis meant for someone else. That's when I saw it. Robyn C. Holdings, monthly contributions. All from our shared account. Robyn's name on every one of them. The courtroom gasps. I hired a forensic accountant out of my own paycheck, she continues. He traced the transfers. Jewelry, trips, private insurance premiums. All paid from family money without permission. This is no longer a courtroom. It's a confessional. The judge leans forward. Can you document these funds as unauthorized? Yes, Janelle says. And it went further than finances. She clicks a remote. A screen flickers to life behind the judge. Security footage. The gallery gasps again. This is from a security camera in Robyn's home. She didn't know it backed up to the cloud. She never changed the password. The screen shows Kody entering the house late at night, whispering. Robyn meets him at the door. Their voices aren't heard, but then a second camera angle appears. Kody signing papers. We had a rule, Janelle says, voice shaking but steady. All legal contracts regarding money had to be discussed as a group. Kody and Robyn signed this in private. She freezes the video on Kody's hand holding a pen. They were rewriting our lives while we were putting our kids to bed. Robyn shoots to her feet, voice breaking. That's a lie. Voice breaking. That's a lie. Robyn's protest dies in the air. That video doesn't prove anything. We were signing a birthday card. The judge slams the gavel down. Sit down, Mrs. Brown. You will have your time. But Janelle doesn't falter. Her voice shakes, but her glare is fixed, unbroken. That same evening, $27,000 was transferred. Straight into an account paying Robyn's Las Vegas property taxes. 3 days later, Kody emailed me. Family vacation canceled. Budget issues. The courtroom freezes. Robyn covers her mouth. Kody's fingers tighten around the table edge. Janelle continues, voice trembling yet unwavering. I have dozens of examples. But what destroyed me wasn't the money. It was the betrayal. The gaslighting. I was told I was crazy, overreacting, making drama. All I ever wanted was the truth. She turns to Christine. You weren't alone. I was just too afraid to stand with you. Christine's eyes glimmer with unshed tears. And in that instant, it becomes clear. Truth isn't about spilling secrets. It's about rebuilding what betrayal tried to destroy. The judge leans forward. Do you have any last proof for this court? Janelle nods. She hands a thick envelope to the clerk. Texts. 18 months of messages between Kody and Robyn. The judge reads quietly, brow furrowing. One text. Once it's all in your name, we won't need their approval for anything. Another, don't worry. Janelle's voice remains steady. I read the fine print this time. And I'm not stopping now. The judge dismisses her. A wave of tension releases, but it's cut short. Robyn jumps to her feet. This is an orchestrated attack. You're all jealous. I did what I had to do to protect my children. Kody rises too. You don't know the pressure I was under. You all turned on me. The gavel slams 3 times. Enough to restore order, but the courtroom is already cracking. Christine yells from her chair. We didn't turn on you. We just opened our eyes. Meri, silent until now, leans forward, voice audible. He said not to trust any of you. He told me you were out to destroy the family. Janelle spins. He said the same to me. Christine nods. Me too. All eyes fix on Kody. His posture collapses. No anger now. Only a man cornered. The judge stands. This court will recess for 1 hour. When we reconvene, we will hear testimony from Mrs. Meri Brown. But no one moves. Meri is already standing. She drifts to the edge of the courtroom, voice low, barely a whisper. Everything you've heard is true, but it's not the whole truth. The room holds its collective breath. The judge's eyes narrow. Yes, Mrs. Brown, you will have your turn. Meri nods, returning to her seat. I just wanted you to know, it's not over. The gavel falls. Court is in recess. Murmurs ripple instantly. Reporters dash to their notes. The family sits in stunned silence. Kody gazes at the floor like a man watching a dam break, powerless to stop the flood. And just when you think the worst has been revealed, the actual betrayal finally breathes. Court reconvenes. The air is heavy, almost tangible. Reporters pause. Pens hover. Cameras roll. The judge enters, face impassive, steps measured. Something irrevocable is about to happen. Meri rises without hesitation, without fumbling. She walks to the stand like someone who has walked through fire and no longer fears the burn. She recites the oath, gaze fixed solely on the judge. Her voice when she speaks is low but weighted with gravity. I didn't want to talk. I knew if I did, nothing would ever be the same. The courtroom freezes. But I'm tired of carrying things that were never mine to carry. For years, I stayed quiet to save a family that wasn't saving me. I stood up for people who didn't stand up for me. I smiled for the cameras while hemorrhaging inside. Her eyes gleam, not with tears but with clarity. You know about the money, the accounts, the lies. I won't repeat them. What I will tell you is what no one else knew because I was instructed to keep it secret. She inhales, voice raw yet steady. 3 years ago, I overheard Kody and Robyn in the kitchen. I thought they spoke about insurance, but then I heard my name. Kody said, Meri doesn't need to know. She's halfway out. Let her fade quietly. The courtroom leans in. Meri closes her eyes briefly. I waited in the hallway for Robyn to object. She didn't. She laughed. Said I wouldn't cause problems. She was afraid. Her voice strengthens. That night, dignity was stolen. But I fought back piece by piece. Meri holds up a printed email. The following week, I was removed from estate planning emails. No explanation, no warning. Just gone, like I never existed. The judge frowns. Do you have paperwork? Meri nods, placing it carefully into evidence. Nods, placing it carefully into evidence. The courtroom holds its breath. Meri's voice cuts through the tension. The signature on the authorization wasn't mine. Whispers ripple through the room. The judge bangs the gavel. Robyn's hands fly to her mouth. Kody grips the seat. Meri's gaze sharpens. It's a forgery. And I believe the person who did this is here. Her eyes land on Kody. You claimed to protect us, but all you wanted was control. And Robyn? You helped him? Robyn trembles. I never signed anything. I didn't even know. Meri's words slice the air. Then why were there emails from you to the estate lawyer? Why did you call me days before the letter, hoping I'd just disappear quietly? The judge flips through documents. These emails, authentic? Meri nods. Submitted this morning, Your Honor. The room stiffens. Christine wipes her tears. Janelle lowers her gaze. Kody sits frozen. Even the gavel feels heavier as it falls again. Meri pulls out a final piece of evidence, a voice memo from Kody to Robyn. His words, Meri has been dragging us down. We'll just close the door quietly. Gasps echo. Christine covers her mouth. Janelle stares. Kody pales. After recess, the trial resumes. Kody takes the stand, but confidence has left him. Every answer, every evasive nod unravels the carefully crafted story of his life. The lawyer exposes secret accounts, misdirected funds, and privileges given to Robyn while the others were neglected. The forged signature is revealed. Kody's smirk fades. I don't know who forged it. But the emails, handwriting analysis, and timestamps tell another story. The courtroom leans in, every lie unspooling. Then comes the bombshell, a sealed box with previously hidden financial records. Offshore accounts, shell companies, and a shocking name emerges, Gwen Brown, Christine's daughter. Gasps ripple. Kody swallows hard. Disbelief shadows the room. Evidence shows Robyn profited from transactions executed under a child's name. Aurora Sullivan, Robyn's daughter, is implicated too. Robyn cries. Kody looks empty. The judge slams the gavel, trying to restore order. Family therapist testimony reveals decades of manipulation, isolation, coercion, and silencing, not just of wives, but children. Christine, Janelle, and Meri recount betrayal, abandonment, and emotional injury, proof that the family system itself was weaponized. The final judgment, RNC Holdings assets frozen. Equitable redistribution to Christine, Janelle, and Meri. Kody disbarred as executor. Robyn relinquishes claims. Children's identities used in fraud reversed. Public disclosure mandated. The courtroom exhales. Flashbulbs explode. Yet in the silence, something profound emerges. It wasn't about breaking a man. It was reclaiming voices, identities, and legacy. Christine whispers, "We're not victims." Janelle adds, "We were silent because we survived." Meri concludes, "Loyalty without truth is a trap." The women walk out together, sisters in survival. Kody leaves alone, stripped of the facade he built. Outside, the world watches. Inside, justice has a face. Inside, justice has a face.